I'm Wendy from So Wendyful, and I bring you snippets from my stitchery. Well, today's snippet is slightly different, and it just goes through the dilemma I faced while I was cutting out 1.5-inch squares. Now, these postage stamp squares are what I needed to make a clamshell purse. Now, I made a clamshell purse out of some hand-stitched hexies. And while that's absolutely lovely and beautiful, it does take quite a long time and quite a lot of hexies to create. So while I was in the UK, I went to the Festival of Quilts, and I went to a wee workshop where we made this amazing cute little coin purse out of 1.5-inch squares. So that's where I got the idea from, to make a new clamshell purse, but to make it out of 1.5-inch squares. Well, I worked out I needed 150. Anyway, this little video is about the dilemma I faced when and once I had decided I was going to cut into my gorgeous Liberty Strawberry Thief fabric. Now, there were two dilemmas. The dilemma of whether to actually use it in the first place, and then the dilemma I encountered on the way. So look, thank you for watching. I hope you stick around to the end to find out what the heck was going on. Comment about any dilemmas you may have faced in your crafting, in your stitching, and in your quilting. I'd love to hear from them. And do subscribe so that you don't miss the tutorial I make about how to make a clamshell purse out of postage-sized squares. So I have been doing quite a lot of cutting out of the 1.25-inch squares that you need to make the clamshell purse. So I'll put them in this little cute container. I'll just show you how I'm fussy cutting some of them. So I have actually been debating long and hard whether I should cut into this particular piece of Liberty Strawberry Thief for my clamshell purse. Because I have a goodly amount of this, like something like 3 meters, but you know, at the end of the day it's going to look really nice, so I will. But I've just gone down to the end of the fabric, and I've seen that whoever cut this for me did not cut it straight. Normally Tana lawn is torn, so it goes straight across the grain. This one has gone with a pair of scissors, and I'm not sure how I can show you, if I can get that up close, whether you can see how it's not straight. It's not a straight line. So I am going to cut some of this for my clamshell purse. Here we go. Let's just get at this end. Actually, what I could do, I'm going to do something that makes me feel a little bit nervous. Okay, the saga of the crookedly cut Tana lawn is still preying on my mind, and so I haven't actually cut into it. But you know, there's no point in not straightening it up, so you're going to see what happens when you tear into it. Here goes. Decided exactly where I'm going to cut it, and it's just going to be, I'm not going to cut it, I'm going to tear it. It's just underneath this second set of birds. So, all right, what are we going to do? We're going to just go cut under this flower here, just a snip, like that, like so. Okay, this is what happens. All right, are you ready for it? With 3, 2, 1. And then you snip the other end. You've seen people do this. See, now look. Although those edges are curly, look how straight that line is, right across the thread. Well, pretty straight anyway. Okay, so, and now I've got this piece to deal with. It pays just to take, and when you're fussy cutting, it is a bit of a faff, but if you just get into the flow of it, don't worry about time, just get it all sorted, and you'll be rewarded in the end. So here we go. Right, we'll just do our first cut here, and then we want 1.5, and then we cut it at 3, we're going to cut off that bird. So we'll just move everything along a teeny bit. So now if we cut it at 3, we go back and cut that at 1.5. We will cut through that bird's tail, but that's fine. 3, and then moving along here, might just take that to make sure about at least 1/2 inch from that bird's face there. That's 3, 4.5. Go, see, perfect. That perfect there. We still have to cut the length along there. Let's see. I just hate it when you're getting a burr in your... That's not too bad. Remember, we've got a 1/4 inch seam allowance there. So we're just going to be, just line that up carefully. The sky's looking good too. I might just do, because they're doubled over, I'm just going to do 4 at a time, and then I'll chop the sky off here. That looks bigger than 1.5. Okay, maybe I miscalculated there. That's fine. I'll put that to one side. Actually, I'll line these ones up. I can do 6 at a time. Just make sure they're all even there. Even along that line there. I love my ruler, my Stripology ruler. Now, obviously, anyway, I do love it. Okay, so we cut this at 1.5, and then let's just see what this is. 1.5, 3. I'm going to leave that. Okay, so that's, I'm pretty happy with that. I am quite happy with that. And yeah, I'll carry on cutting. Do subscribe so that you don't miss the tutorial I make about how to make a clamshell purse out of postage sized squares.